In 1519, a group of 270 men left Seville, Spain, and went west. Partway through, their captain died in the Philippines. However, they continued their journey. In 1522, it marked the first successful completion of a world circumnavigation. 18 men returned out of the 270 of the Magellan expedition. Fast forward 400 years, the first successful completion of the air circumnavigation was done by the U.S. Army Air Service. Fast forward another 100 years, in 2024, I will attempt to circumnavigate the world as a United Intern. Join me as I attempt this journey. Now you may be wondering, how is this possible that I'll be able to fly the world standby? Well, as a United Intern, I have perks of standby travel, which means that if an airline doesn't have a seat reserved, an employee or crew member can take that seat. So hopefully I'll be able to get on a flight to London in a few hours. But before any of that starts, we must first go to the subway. It's about a few blocks away. Take us right to the airport. I'm in a bit of a rush. My flight's at 3:45. I don't even know if I have a seat. But if I get on it, I should have business class, which I paid $90 with, which is one of the perks of being a United Intern. You only have to pay the fees associated with the tickets and not the full fares of the tickets. But hopefully this subway should take about an hour. I should get there an hour or so before my flight, which is a little closer than I'd like. We'll see how it goes. It's pretty empty right now. My manager just texted me that the connection should be better because there's a lot of rain coming in, so it should be able to. Some people have a rough day, but I may be able to get on a flight to London, which I paid $90 for, so it's wins and losses everywhere, but hopefully it turns out pretty well. Be encountering a problem soon. My flight is very booked. Just got to the airport, but been checking the flight. I'm not sure if I'll make this flight. There's a few other options to get to London from Chicago. If those are full as well, I can always fly to Newark and got on a flight from Newark, but I was hoping the weather would dissuade some people, but I don't think that'll be the case. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll get through security soon. Once I get through security, then we'll go to the gate agent, see if there's any availability. If not, we'll have to find a new flight. The original plan was to have about 8 to 10 hours in London, get on a Singapore Airlines flight from London to Singapore to Sydney, then Sydney, San Francisco back to Chicago. However, can't even get to London. I can't get on the London Singapore flight. And I was hoping to have a few hours in London to explore, but the way it's looking now, we might just have a few hours in our connecting flight. So let's hope we just get on it. Okay, so we may have a solution. So the flight to London right now is very full. It boards in probably 30 minutes. But they do have a flight with 10 seats available to Shannon, Ireland, which would depart here at 6 p.m. and it's 2:40 right now. It would arrive at 7:30 a.m. Then from Shannon to London Heathrow, there's a 5:30 p.m. to 6:50 p.m. flight, which would get me there in time for my 10 p.m. flight to Singapore. So there is availability, just not sure. Okay, I'll be canceling my trip from Chicago, London, because I had a ticket booked, but just stand by. I'll be flying from Chicago to Shannon, Ireland. Then I'll get on a plane from Aer Lingus from Shannon, Ireland to London, where I should be able to make my connection. Luckily it's at the same gate, so I'm not too worried about that. I missed a big time. I had a reservation for the London flight. I thought it was going to be overbooked, so I wanted to book a flight to Shannon. But I think I would have been able to make it because they were calling a lot of standby people. But since I canceled my reservation, I wasn't on there and I couldn't rebook because I can't check in prior to the departure. So lesson learned the hard way of cancel the itinerary after your flight or after the flight leaves. So hopefully Shannon one will get here around 4, and there's a lot of empty seats open, so I should be able to make that one, but have a few hours to kill until that happens. So flight for Shannon Island just got here. Just waiting for the standby list to be called. I'm booked, checked in, and there's a lot of space available, so very hopeful for this flight. Okay, I have my trip to Shannon, Ireland booked. I'll have about 10 hours in Shannon. Then I have a flight out of Shannon to London, where I'll have a few hours before my Singapore flight. So hopefully everything goes well. I have a seat on this flight. I have a boarding pass for the next one. So I'll have a few hours in Shannon, but whenever I get in, it'll be about 2 p.m. this time, or 2 a.m. this time. So I don't know if I'll want to explore around because I'll probably be really tired. But we're getting there. We're finally on the flight. This has been so stressful getting on this. I did not think I was going to be able to make it. I was planning other trips, seeing other opportunities. We're on the plane. We're headed to Shannon, Ireland. Didn't even know it was a place to visit, so excited.
Forward everyone for flight to Shannon. Again, if you are joining us and you are headed for the rear of the aircraft and you are seated in row 34 or higher, please, and you have a large rollerboard bag or a large bag, please put that bag in the overhead bin seat before you reach row 34. The overhead bin